Hello, have you heard of 80-20 principle? I'm sure you must have. It is also called the Pareto principle and it got its name from the Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto, and it has a very wide application. Let me give you a couple of examples to understand what this principle says. It says that 20% of your investments give you 80% of your results. Looking at it from people perspective, 20% of people contribute to 80% of output. Looking at it from production angle, it says that 20% of input contributes to 80% of output. And when you apply it on yourself, it says that 20% of your efforts give you 80% of your results. Obviously, it means that you must focus on those 20% things. But the question is, how do you identify that? That is what I'm going to share with you in this video, how to apply 80-20 rule in your life to your advantage. And let me also mention here, this principle can also be called as insignificant many vis-a-vis vital few. I'm emphasizing once again, insignificant many vis-a-vis vital few. And obviously, vital few are much more important than insignificant many. So let us understand how do we apply it in our life. To make it work for you, the first clarity that you must have is what your goals are. What do you really want to achieve 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line? And from there, if you work backwards, you will be able to start making use of this principle from today onwards. That is how it is going to help you. But the challenge here is there are not many people who set their goals. And when it comes to setting goals, we need to understand how to set goals. And the simple principle for that is set smart goals, have clarity about being specific, have clarity about whether they can be measured or not, put them into a time frame, and apply this entire principle of SMART to setting your goals. Once you have clarity about your goals, then you start applying this principle. Once you have clarity about goal, the next thing that will come up is what are all those things that will help you to achieve that goals? And that list may become pretty long. And since you have to work on it over a period of time, list down all that comes to your mind which will help you to achieve your goals. Out of that long list that you have created, bring it down to 10 things which will help you to move towards your goal. Once the list of 10 things is clear to you, next step becomes easier. Next, what you have to do is identify which are those 2 things which will give you maximum results. Here, what we are saying is it's not that all other 8 things out of 10 or the earlier list that you had made, they are not important. They are also important, but you have to identify where your maximum time and energy must go in terms of achieving the goal. So start giving more and more of your time to those 2 activities. Let's again apply the same principle of 80-20. Now that you have identified which are those 20% or those 2 activities out of 10 which will give you maximum results, reverse 80-20 principle now. Give 80% of your time to those 20% activities or those 2 activities out of 10 so that you get maximum results, and the remaining time you can start giving to other activities that you had listed. So the next thing that comes up is start eliminating other activities. So here what we are saying is not that other activities are not important. They are definitely important, but perhaps in terms of your time, your effort, your energy, you don't need to give enough time to them. What you do instead is find out who are the people who can handle those activities which are less important for you. So within your own organization, if it has to be done, start delegating those activities. Start empowering people within your own organization to whom you can pass on those responsibilities and they can start rising in their careers. Another thing that you can do is, if it is not within your own organization, you can start outsourcing those activities. Perhaps you will find better expertise outside your own organization when it comes to doing those activities, and you may actually save on the cost also. So look at it from this perspective and start applying 80-20 principle in the right earnest in your career, in your job, in your profession, and get great results. I wish you all the best, and I'll meet you in my next video with some more insights. Stay safe, stay healthy.